Well, the dream is officially over. The tournament, the World Cup, the trophy will not be returning or will not be coming home as we have been saying. Of course, it came to an end yesterday. Croatia defeating us in the semi-finals. And in terms of the game itself, it was difficult to watch, especially for an England fan. We got deeper and deeper as the game went on, and ultimately we were beaten by the better side, I think. So, congratulations to Croatia. They moved through to the final. But with that, there is one thing that will be coming home today, and that is Celta Vigo winning La Liga. It's pretty much set in stone, guys. As you can see here, my ugly mug is going to block this, but we're on 83 points, and there is only 12 to play for, and Real Madrid currently are 12 behind us. So we only need to draw this game, or even lose it, actually, because we have a 50 goal difference plus. So, yeah, it's pretty much set in stone, and not only that, but we could lift it within this first game here against Villarreal. Also, we will be playing the semi-finals of the Champions League today as well, so we might finally reach a final of the Champions League with Celta Vigo. I'm saying finally as if we've been doing it for a number of years. Of course, we only made our debut in the competition as a manager for Celta Vigo last season, being knocked out by Manchester United. Within a season later, we're now going through to a semi-finals, so everything's good. But of course, you guys know I had to wear the England shirt for this video today. I had to do it, of course, after last night, and it's still not really sunk in, the fact that we were so close to a World Cup final, and yet so far. And I just think that, on another day, if Harry Kane had scored that earlier chance, and so, maybe it would have been a different story. Of course, Kramaric came on last night for Croatia as well. And, yeah, Perisic was an unbelievable performance. Modric was good as well. Rakitic was good, but I just, as you can probably see by me today, I woke up this morning feeling a little bit down, I guess you could say. So, hopefully we're going to get my spirits back up by winning here. And, of course, we'll get some much-needed practice right now ahead of that game against Bayern Munich. I'm not sure if I want to start Pion Sisto here, because we do play Bayern 5 days later. So, although Pion's chasing the Golden Boot, which he should have pretty much already won with 28 goals, I don't know if I want to risk him in this first game. Okay then, so we're about to go into this first game. Villarreal, the opponents. As you know, the league title will be wrapped up here today if we win or draw the game. So that's all we've got to do. A defeat, of course, mathematically means that it can still be done by Real Madrid. So we, I didn't even show, what am I doing? I was supposed to show you the sliders I always do, and I accidentally clicked play match. But yeah, like I said, a defeat would mean that mathematically it's not 100% done yet, but draw or win and it's there. And so let me show you the sliders I was supposed to do just before. As you can see, the CPU side obviously set to how it is, and then our side all at 50, and that is good to go. So, ready for this game against Villarreal. Of course, the side, as you can see, is a little bit weaker, but time to win the league title. So, we just need to consider this a warm-up game, ready for that semi-finals of the Champions League, of course. Now, the problem is, we're not going to have the same team out for the Champions League semis that we have here, so although it's a warm-up, we will be using a different team. There'll still be players from this lineup that will probably play in that game. But still, it's nice to get some FIFA warm-up going again. Vas and Abel Ruiz playing a nice one too. Ruiz is in, and Ruiz has scored! Oh, that's poor defending from Villarreal. And Abel Ruiz, the man that was signed in Season 1 of this series, puts us 1-0 in front, and that could be the goal that secures our second La Liga title. Get in, Abel. That's what I like to see. Oh, man, that's a great little move, actually. A 1-2. I don't know what the defender's doing. Maybe he thinks the keeper's going to come out, and that's the reason why he kind of stopped in Alvaro. But, yeah, he should have cleared it. That's that lack of communication between the two of them. And I think he just should have smashed that out for a corner at least. And Abel Ruiz gets in, profits, and Celta inside 5 minutes are leading by a goal to 0. And we'll have our league title secured. But if we could get a start like this against Bayern Munich, I'd be very appreciative of that, boys. As, oh, wait. Ayala's also playing, by the way, guys. I forgot to mention that. He makes his debut, I think, for the club. I don't think he's played yet for us. But in terms of that one, we lead already here. And it should be us heading to another league title. Here is Marcos Alonso. Looking out wide towards Ibrahim Mbaye. And you'll find him as well. Mbaye up towards Abel Ruiz. That's a poor pass, actually. Just smashed into him. And the defender cut it out. And now here come Villarreal, but that's a poor ball as well. Marcos Alonso profits. Here goes Andres Pereira. Velotti starts as well, by the way. Oh, that's a great move. Abel Ruiz towards Vas. Got to be. Vas is in. Vas for 2. Celta 2. Villarreal 0. Boys, the way we're playing and the way we started this game off, we do this against Bayern, we have a real chance of reaching that Champions League final. I mean, just saying those words, I'm just thinking about the World Cup final. I need to get away from it. It's not going to be. It's not meant to be. course, England still will play on Saturday against Belgium for the 3rd place, so we still have to watch them again. And we get the pleasure of doing that. What a finish, Daniel Vass. You are one beastly player, my man. And with that, Celta 2, Villarreal 0. La Liga's coming home. Fairly quiet game so far by Andrea Belotti by all accounts. It's more about Alba Ruiz right now. Alonso's delivery towards the back post, and Asenio deals with it actually very well, because I thought for a moment he was going to punch that instead of catching it, but he met it pretty decently. Manolas wins that one. Uh-oh, and Dyer gets the ball, though. And now Dimitri Payet, I think that is, for Villarreal. He's beaten by the ball by Mbaye, though. Vass up towards Ruiz. Can we get Belotti a goal? Get him some confidence. That's a great play. Ayala's through if Belotti can find him. Not the pass that we were hoping for, but in all seriousness, Ayala didn't really give him a good enough outlet. Payet on the ball again. Espinosa to Javi Fuego. And Vass gets across, but it's going to come straight back at us. Espinosa again, nice ball. This might be the first chance for Villarreal. Allen goes over, and Dimitri Payet smashes that top bins. It's Celta 2, Villarreal 1. Not a lot that we could have done against that. I mean, I got caught. Potentially, I made the tackle, and it bounced back for them, so that's a little bit unlucky. But then look at that. I mean, Payet's strike was too good, too fast, and too hot that our goalkeeper just doesn't even move. He just stood there. There's not a lot you can do. What a strike from Dimitri Payet. And as a half-time whistle goes, though, guys, Dimitri Payet's strike cancels out the great start that we had. And it means that we only lead by 2-1. There's only a 1-goal advantage for us currently. 2 goals in 10 minutes for Ruiz and Vass. But then, as I said, Payet's goal in the 34th minute has made that a very, very interesting game now. Up until that point, wasn't a lot going on. You can see both teams, 100% goal-scoring rate from the shots they've had so far. So in terms of that one, it's been a good day at the office for both of them. But, of course, the way this is going, it is anybody's game. And I don't really want to have to risk any of the big boys for this game, knowing that we've got that game against Bayern coming up. So I would appreciate it if we didn't lose the game. I want to get the title secured here and now, so that the season can pretty much be over and done with. Espinosa's poor touch, which Marcos Alonso should win and does win. Allen, that's not a great pass though, and it cut out, and now we have some defending to do. I just can't get the look with these bounces at the moment. Keeps returning to our opponents, and there's another one. I don't know who it was who actually made that tackle, but that's another time that the bounce hasn't worked out. Oh, come on. We stole it back of Alonso, and we still haven't got it. That's like 3 in a row now. Tavernier on the ball for Villarreal. Giving it inside. Good stuff from them. Nice play. He's giving a penalty. What's he giving the penalty for? Wait, is he giving it for Vass? I'm so confused. What's being given here? That's a joke. That's an absolute joke. It's a free kick at least, but that is a joke. He touches it with his hand, and somehow that's enough for the man to actually go down. Oh my God, it's deflected in. Oh my goodness me. Are you kidding me? Like, my day can't get any worse. How has this gone in? The shot comes in, it hits the wall. My goalkeeper dives, and it... Oh, I can't believe this. This angle's... Oh, it's come off Marcos Alonso. James Tavernier is going to get credited with it, but I don't know how on earth that's ended up going. Look at how slow that pass was by Belotti, by the way. And we're into the 55th minute of this game, and it's Celta 2, Villarreal 2, and I don't quite know how that's happened. Pereira up towards Vass. Great turn, Vass! No! How unlucky are we? On a serious note, how unlucky are we? We did everything right. Vass turns, gets his shot away, and of course it hits the woodwork. And do you know what's even worse? The free kick that was a great win back Vass. Come on, Belotti. Did you guys see the touch from Andrea Belotti? Ruiz is in. And of course he can't make it happen. Ruiz, someone put it in. Oh my goodness me, the ball won't go in. The ball will not go in. What a bad touch, by the way, from Andrea Belotti just before that. He's having a joke of a season, is Andrea, I'm not going to lie. The ball just won't go in the back of the net, though. Oh, for goodness sake. That was supposed to go on the inside from Mbaye, not up the pitch. You didn't need to force it. We're now beginning to play really poorly. Then again, they've just forced that as well. Come on, Belotti, look at the space for Andrea. But he never committed to the run. Why is he having such a bad season, Andrea Belotti? What's wrong with him? What is wrong with Andrea Belotti? I don't know, but I'm taking him off because he's having another poor game. Jesus. Ruiz, Belotti, Vass on the overlap. Here is Daniel Vaz. Delivers it. Asenio beats it away. Ayala will pick this up. He will go inside now to Andres Pereira. Pereira just about trying to squeeze it through. He gets it towards Mbaye. Mbaye across the face of goal. And Cabral against his former club is there. Vaz back in. Ruiz's shot blocked behind by Cabral. And now all of a sudden a former teammate of ours is coming back and defending brilliantly. Cross whipped in. Regis Crespi's up. Manolas was there as well. Somebody put the ball in. Pereira curling one. Oh, it's in the back of the net. What a strike from Andreas Pereira. And I apologise to all of you guys who are using headphones because I will have just screamed down your earlobes. I apologise. But, oh my goodness, what a strike. I think it might have taken a deflection on the way through, though. Pereira picks this up. There's only one thought in his mind, and that's smash that. Try and get a curler into the top corner. And he does actually hit it, but did it take a deflection on the way through? I'm not sure, but I don't actually care because Andreas Pereira scored, and it's gone down as an Andreas Pereira goal. Celta 3, Villarreal 2. Thought I'd give you guys another look from this angle of the goal from Andreas Pereira. As I said, the strike comes in, and it does take a deflection off the arm of one of the Villarreal players. The goalkeeper rooted. Couldn't get any closer than that, though. And within the next couple of moments, the referee should bring this game to a close, and it should be Celta with another La Liga trophy. There is the full-time whistle. We can enjoy this moment because I think that means that we have secured the league title. Now, we should also get... Wait, why aren't they... I don't get how this game works. I don't understand it because... Oh, man. Like, I thought because we've won it here, we'd be able to lift it. Unless they're waiting for confirmation because maybe Real Madrid haven't played yet. That could be what it is. But I'm pretty sure that victory secures it anyway. So, it doesn't matter Real Madrid's result. Don't tell me I have to play another game to be able to witness us lifting the trophy. We're at home as well, and we're not even going to get to lift this. So, yeah, we're done. Like, there's only 9 points left to play for. We're 12 points ahead. Real Madrid can't catch us, so I don't know why we didn't get to lift the trophy there. If you guys know why, then do let me know, because if I end up simming a game that I could have, like, lifted the trophy and I'm going to be annoyed with myself, but then at the same time, I don't need to play the games. We're mathematically secure. So I genuinely don't know why we weren't able to lift it there. And I'm pretty sure this Getafe game is away from home anyway, so why would we lift it away from home? It literally makes no sense. Anyways, I'm going to change around the side because we do have this game now to think about. So Rashford and Sisto are going to start up front against Bayern München. I'm also going to bring in... Where is he? Nabil Fekir, there he is. Also, we need to bring in the other guys as well. Alright, so, ready for the Bayern game. The home leg is first, so just don't concede. That's the game plan. That's always been the game plan in the home legs. Don't concede, then we go to their ground and try and smash them apart. So, yeah, we've got a strong side, and it's the team that will be able to get the right result, I'm hoping here. Alan in holding midfield, Golovin and Cyprian in midfield. I actually need to swap the two of them around. I don't know why it's gone that way around, because Golovin starts on the right and Cyprian on the left like that. But yeah, we just need to not concede here, then go to the Allianz and try and smash Bayern over there. So, without further ado, this is where we needed to start playing. This is where we need to get our best performance. We can't afford to concede 2 goals like we did against Villarreal. We need to make sure we're remaining focused at all times, keeping them quiet, don't allow them too much time and space, and just try and bring this home as a 0-0 or a 1-0, try and win the game without conceding. It's also a mistake of mine as well, is that I've actually named Fekir as captain, which I didn't mean to do. So, yeah, not really what I meant there. I was supposed to give it to Hugo Mayo. And I don't know why it does this, but it should be nighttime, and I always forget to change it as well. Why does it make you play in the day in the Champions League? You know, you don't play in the day when it's the Champions League. It's normally usually about 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night in England time, so it should be night, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, we're about to jump into this. I'm not sure what the Bayern team's going to look like. It's probably going to be quite strong, and we're probably going to have to dig deep and try and get a performance here. They do concede goals. You know, they conceded against Lyon in the first round, in the round of 16. Then they conceded against Chelsea in the quarterfinals. So we know we can score, and we are the top scorer from Spain right now as well. But the question has never been about us going forward. The question has always been, can we defend? That's been our problem. So the players to watch are Pion Sisto and Robert Lewandowski. Sisto's 28 league goals this season are the most in the Liga. So he will be definitely a man I'm looking to score as the goals. But at the same time, we need to make sure we're marking Robert Lewandowski. 4-5-1 is what Bayern usually play. So once our screen goes off, we'll check out Bayern's. And I'm pretty sure I'm confident. I'm confident this formation will catch Bayern, will cause them problems. And I'm pretty sure as well that my back four should have a good day at the office. My Alonso and Maya will probably play more as like wing backs, pretty much in this type of formation when we're against Bayern. But I'm still a little bit worried. Alrighty then, let's take a look at this Bayern team. And the nerves are starting to get to me here. Neuer, Carvajal, Boateng, Hummels and Alaba at the back. Vidal in the midfield alongside Javi Martinez and Thiago, Gelson Martins, Thorgan Hazard on the wings, and Lewandowski up front. I've got to be honest, I think we win the midfield battle. Thiago's good, Vidal's good, but Javi Martinez is definitely a weak spot. And if he's marking Golovin, Golovin should get the better of him. Defensively, they look strong though. You know, Carvajal's a decent wing-back, Alaba's a good wing-back as well. So they do have a strong team, Bayern. But without further ado, it's time for the Champions League semi-finals. The first time we've been here with this Celta Vigo team. Can we reach the final? Great play, Rashford and Sisto. Rashford's in and Rashford should score. Immediately wasting the first chance of the game. And I don't know what it is about Marcus Rashford. Sometimes he feels really clinical, like he's going to finish everything you give him. And then the next minute, he does that. Like, that's not good enough, Marcus. It was a really good move as well from us. Catching the back line of Bayern napping, I guess you could say. And we've got to do better with it in that situation. Hugo Mayo gets the block on Lewandowski's pass, but doesn't actually win the ball. Robert Lewandowski now shrugs him off. Come on, you've got to be stronger, Hugo. Golovin goes over. That's the Celta ball played off of Lewandowski. He was isolated up there. He didn't really have a pass on. And in the end, we were able to deal with it. Here is Fekir. He's got Rashford on one side, Sisto on the other. He looked towards the run of Rashford, which was actually more closer to Hugo Mayo, who'd made a run up the field of play. Thiago, Gelson Martins on the ball. Inside towards Lewandowski again. Great win back, though. This is where we need to be quick now. Move the ball with pace. Don't allow them time to set themselves. Rashford again. Marcus Rashford! Oh, Rashford! What is wrong with you today? That was a driven shot, right? And I've got no clue as to what is going on with Marcus Rashford. I'll give him one more chance. And I'm going to swap it around so Sisto's on the right now instead of Rashford. But if he misses another big chance in this game, he's off. Here is Rashford again, getting the better of Boateng. This time, Marcus Rashford. And this time, he gets it on target. But Neuer also meets it with a good save. Marcos Alonso's one header towards Allen. Now Fekir. Fekir to Golovin. Golovin in towards Rashford again. Towards Sisto, who gets the run on his man. P on Sisto in towards the box. And Hummels does just enough to put him off. And that's going to get cleared away. Don't keep it in play. Thank you very much. Alonso has it. We are putting the pressure on Bayern at the moment. We've been the better team, but we haven't got anything to show of it. And that's because Rashford's poor finishing. Great turn, Golovin. That's much better. And Manuel Neuer will beat it away again. 2 saves so far for the German goalkeeper. Rashford goes in towards the box. Lovely play. Golovin on the ball again. Golovin and Neuer again. Oh, man. We're wasting chances. And this is making me even more nervous because now I'm thinking to myself, if we don't take these, they're going to get one. Golovin again, poor touch. But it's a good block. Cyprian. Golovin again, looking for the curler. This time it's golden. We finally have the breakthrough. Jeez, this has been taking so much out of us. 25 minutes, we've had numerous chances in this game. And we didn't take them. And I was beginning to get a little bit frustrated. But finally, the Russian, Alexander Golovin, steps up and puts us one in front with a curling effort past Manuel Neuer through the legs of, I think, Javi Martinez as well. I highlighted him just before kickoff as their weak point. And that wasn't a great defensive block from him. You could say he's a little bit unlucky. But at the same time, well done from Golovin to exploit that. Now, will Bayern come out looking for this away goal? So I need to make sure we remain focused. I'm not wanting to put this on defensive though, because I don't want to invite pressure onto us. But at the same time, I'm thinking I need to defend. Great win back by Allen though. But then he just gives it straight back. So he does all the hard work and then gives the ball back. And I'm kind of worried about taking him up here. But I've already committed to it now, so I can't stop. Not really sure where Manolas has gone. He just went up the field of play, and I don't really know why. He won a header, but then after that was like, let me just go on a mad run or something. Cyprian towards Hugo Mayo. Come on, boys. We need a second, I think. That's bad, ref. And I tried to play out the pass, but instead Fekir's in the box. Now, but Fekir, Manuel Neuer gets another toe to that. How many saves is that now for the German? Because I tell you what, we could have been home and dry in this first half. Half-time whistle goes here. Bayern 0, Celta 1. And for those of you who, of course, saw the England game last night, you'll know that going into the break, England did miss a couple of chances in that and could have been leading by 2 or 3 at the break. And then the second half, we came out and were better. We were bettered by Croatia. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen to me twice in a row. You know, last night with England and then here today, I'm hoping Bayern play very much the same as they did in the first. Us on the front foot, creating chances and not allowing them back in the game. I mean, look at that. We've absolutely battered them. And I don't know how on earth we're only 1-0 up in this game. And to show you as well, player ratings, Neuer's made 5 saves so far. And they've all been really, really good saves as well. So I'd take a 1-0 win here because it means we won't have conceded an away goal. But I will not accept a 1-1 draw, especially given the fact that we could have been 3-0 up in this game. Allen up towards Golovin. Gets the run on his man, Alexander Golovin. Rashford's through. Rashford's in. See you later. You're not... I'm sorry. What was that? I'm sorry, but he's nearly as bad as Belotti. What do I do? Because I don't even want to bring him off. You know what? Screw it. Regis Crespi. Let's see what you can do. See if you can finish a chance. Here is Golovin. Hugo Mayo's making the run for him. He finds Hugo Mayo in towards the penalty box. Mayo's back post. Delivery. Regis Crespi. No! Straight at Neuer. Another chance goes begging. This is sensational scenes. How we are only leading by 1-0 is utterly ridiculous. A mixture of Neuer playing unbelievably well and us just wasting chances. Fekir might be in here as well. Come on, Fekir, finish this off. Fekir! Thank you! Celta 2, Bayern 0. That's been coming for so long. I don't know how we aren't like 5-0 up in the game. We did this against Man United as well. We battered them in the first leg. This time, we haven't scored the goals, and that's the problem. That advantage lasted actually so long. These officials, man, they're beginning to frustrate me. I can't let it get to me because I need to remain focused and not let them get back in this game. But these officials are certainly not helping this case. They are having a shocker. Alan's going to not make that tackle. Thiago as well had the outlet pass onto Alaba. Instead goes out wide towards Hazard. Paul Lopez called into his first little bit of action, and they're going to actually get a corner out of this. They score from pretty much their first real chance. I'm going to be so annoyed because, you know, that's the difference between a great goalkeeper and ours. Neuer saving the game, whereas ours doesn't save much. And that shot from Hazard, by the way, was an easy one for him to save. So I don't even want to, like, see a comment about him playing well. Hazard again. Oh, for God's sake! I knew that was coming. As soon as I pressed the button to tackle, I knew De Ligt would bring him down. And now we've given Bayern a way back into the game. Absolute joke. Lewandowski from the spot for Bayern Munich. Lopez is doing what he can to put him off. It's justice if we save this. We save it! Yes! Paul Lopez, thank you very much. Finally did something. And as it stands, we are 9 minutes away from registering a very good win. Manolas's header straight at Manuel Neuer. And it's been a frustrating game for us because there's a lot of positives to take out in the aspect that we've you know, created the chances and such and been able to exploit Bayern and open them up. But then we haven't taken those chances. And all it takes is one Bayern chance to get them back in this. Could have been from that penalty kick, actually. And now we have some defending to again. 4-0's up to Lewandowski. He's turned his man brilliantly. Robert Lewandowski brings Bayern back into this. It's now 2-1. And a 1-0 lead for Bayern at the Allianz is enough to get them through to the final. So we have to score at the Allianz now. Mayo delivery towards the back post. And Cyprian with the latest of the chances. How many do we need? How many do we need before we'll find a goal again? And somehow, yes, it's great to win the game and everything, but we're only going to take a 2-1 advantage to the Allianz. So as I said, a 1-0 win for Bayern and them defending means that we're just going to be knocked out anyways. Don't blow your whistle yet, ref, because I've... Fekir, what was that? Don't even score. Blow your whistle, ref. I know I said I didn't want it. Thank you very much. I can't believe it. I can't believe we wasted that many chances and now Bayern still are in this game. And that says it all, really. That right there on your screen says it all. 16 shots. 4 times as many as Bayern. 10 on target. 3 times as many as Bayern. Yet only 1 more goal than our opponents. How many saves did Manuel Neuer make as well? 9 saves for Neuer. Paul Lopez is 2. One of them from the spot as well, from the spot kick. I can't believe this game sometimes. Now, I'm not sure if I sim this one against, who's it, away from home, that we would lift the trophy in this one. Do let me know if I'm wrong about that, but Getafe is the next opponent, and they are away from home. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sim this, because I'm pretty sure it's the next home game that you have after securing the title, you get to lift the trophy. In which case, we'll be playing that next episode. But if I'm wrong, and we were going to lift it here, then I'm wrong, and unfortunately we're going to miss us lifting the trophy. It didn't even switch my team. I swapped to my second team so that I didn't have unfit players for the return of Bayern Munich. This game sometimes is actually a joke. Like, I switched. I put my backup team on. I guarantee if I go over to squad now, my backup team's going to be showing. Watch this. There you go. Backup team showing. So that's the team I had selected, and yet it played that one when we just played that game in the sim game. Ridiculous. Bayern are going to feel very, very confident in themselves here. 1-0 will do it. So, the game plan, score a goal. That's legit it. That's my only game plan. We should have been in the final after the first leg. Quite honestly, I don't know how we're not. Neuer making an inspired performance. Us missing chances. One of the players out there, Rashford, today was missing an abundance of chances. And somehow we're not already in that final, even though we should be. Vass already looking to create our first opportunity of the game. Gets in towards the box. Gets to turn as well. Whips the cross in back stick, and Neuer will punch it away. Already, the Bayern goalkeeper into action. Belotti. Rashford turning. Marcus Rashford gets through towards Andres Pereira. Celta have scored. That is the start we needed. Now I can relax. The nerves are not here anymore with that goal going in. They're still kind of here, but not in abundance that they were. Like, you guys know, you've seen it before. When I concede the away goal and it's a very tense tie, sometimes I run the risk of not scoring in the return leg, and then they get 1 goal and go through. So that has calmed me down. It's taken all the nerves out. We've got the away goals, so now basically, as it stands, we're back to being equal. You know, one away goal apiece. If we get another one now, I'm pretty certain we're going through to our first Champions League final. It's not been an easy game, and obviously I'm pretty disappointed in the way I've played as well as the boys. But ultimately, we have that goal that I was looking for. Gelson Martin's looking for an instant reply, but Allen will stop him. Still going to be a Bayern Munich throw-in, though. Gelson Martin's back towards Dani Carvajal, in towards Martinez. Vidal on the ball now. This is quick football from Bayern. Struggling to get anything on this, but Carvajal dispossessed by Allen, who had a great game, actually, in that game that we played last time out. And that's going to be a free kick won by Andres Pereira. Takes the pressure off a little bit. But yeah, Allen again. He's such a solid CDM for us. And he had a great game in the first one. Just ultimately, we conceded, and that was the problem. Vass's touch was shocking. And of course, you have Martinez wins it. I highlighted him as the weak point last game, and then now takes the ball off me. Come on, boys, defend this. Defend it! Great block, Sessegnon. Finally, thank you. Pereira. Rashford. Belotti. Good stuff. Marcus Rashford making the run for Belotti. If you can find him, you can. Rashford, get in! Finally, he's finished one off. That should be us through now to a Champions League final. I'm pretty certain that's it. Oh, you don't understand, guys. Before kickoff, the way that game ended, I just had, like, horrible visions of us coming to the Allianz and struggling, but we pretty much picked up where we left off, creating chances. And there's only so much that Manuel Neuer can do for his side to keep them in the game. And that's been the difference, you know, this season and in terms of the way we're playing. Going forward, we've not had a problem. We know we can create chances. We know we can score goals. It's just that defending that we need to try and work on. But then again, the slider settings the way they are, I can defend perfectly for 85 minutes, give away 1 chance, and they'll score it. So I suppose at the same time, we can't be too hard on the boys. Here is Vidal, now takes it forward for Bayern. That's a poor touch from Gollum. We'll take it away. But now we can just relax, play our football, because it looks like we are going to a Champions League final for the first time in the series. And I can smile now as well. Rashford will find Vast. Great way to get a third, potentially. Shot in, Manuel Neuer saves it. It's going to be a free kick on the edge of the area for a late challenge on Javi Martinez, I think it was. And it's going to be Lewandowski lining up the strike. And will he be able to fire this one in the top bins? That's the question mark. He missed one in the last one. So I'm not sure who it is. Oh, it's got a cross. Thorgan Hazard. Vidal. Oh, I thought that was going top bins. You guys saw the power behind that strike. That was some hit for Matura Vidal. It was always going goal bound, but a little bit too much on it. Cyprian now at the other end towards Belotti, in towards Rashford. Rashford tries to take on Hummels and isn't able to do it. But again, Still feeling very confident here. I'm just a bit disappointed by Andrea Belotti. And if we win the Champions League in this season, I think, you know, next season he probably won't be here. I've got to be honest, because the way he's played this year doesn't really warrant the money he's on at the club, but also the transfer fee. You know, we stopped to move to Red Bull Leipzig for all that money. And then since then, he's looked to shadow his former self. He played really well in the first season he came. Top scorer. Did everything I asked of him. Was able to finish off pretty much every single move. There was that big money move to Leipzig lined up that they offered for, which we stopped. And he was quite happy to stay at the club, but then since then, his performances have dipped. I mean, like, what can you actually do there? Like, even if I wanted to defend and, let's say, make a tackle or whatever, in theory, what could I have done to stop Robert Lewandowski from hitting a worldie against me? You know what I'm saying? Like, these slider settings are just ridiculous sometimes. I stood off them, yeah, fair enough, but like, that is just out of this world. Lewandowski's too good, man. It's not going to really change the outcome of this game, but it's just, like, I don't know how that's gone in. Rashford's going to be booked for that tackle, so I'm actually going to bring him off here. Feel like I need to see out this game now. Vass is going to come off as well for Alexander Golovin. And we're going to try and see the game out. That's going to be what our aim is now. I don't want to really run the risk of trying to get any more players sent off, booked, or whatever. So, yeah, Rashford, bad tackle. He's going to come off for that. He's going to get a booking, but it's the end of the game for him anyways. Got 25 minutes to hold on to this. Pion Sisto's come on for Rashford, so it's pretty much a similar player in the aspect of the pace and the finishing ability. And should actually still cause Bayern problems, should I say, on the break. And for us, it's about trying to defend this lead. But here goes Lewandowski again. We've seen what he can do from one chance. Don't give him another one, please, boys. Too strong for Allen. Holds him off in towards the box. Allen gets a touch on that. Thiago to Vidal. Back to Thiago. Now it's out to Hazard. Hazard in the box he goes. Don't let them score again, boys. Thiago across. Carvajal. It's 2-2. 4-3 on aggregate. This is a joke. I can't stop them scoring. Oh, dear me. I just can't seem to stop them scoring goals. No matter how many chances I give them in and around my box, they're going to take them. Look at that. Of course, Carvajal has that ability to find the bottom corner. I don't know. Anyways, Bayern 2, Celta 2. We need to calm it down because there's still 21 minutes. And if they get another goal back, we'll still go through on the away goal ruling. But it makes it a very, very nervy ending. So I need to calm down and just play the same way. Don't lose this now. Golovin up towards Andres Pereira. Belotti is the man over. Oh, there's a run on for Ryan Sessegnon if Belotti can use him. Instead, he goes through to Pereira. Not really intended target, but Andres Pereira scored a goal for us before. A penalty kick. Massive, massive chance to see the game out. Please, Danny, don't miss this. Please, please, please don't miss this. Oh, this is big. Mats Hummels is sent off. But for Bayern, this could be it. They could be out of the Champions League. They've given it a valiant effort. It's going to be Andrea Belotti. Oh, man, the Italian. I can't look. I can't look. He scores! Andrea Belotti. Oh, man, thank you so much. I know he's been bad for us, but I don't even know if Neuer dived there because I was kind of still had my eyes closed. I just assumed I hadn't taken it. There we go. He didn't even dive. Oh, my goodness. Thank you so much. Belotti scores. It is Celta 5, Bayern 3. We're going to a Champions League final. But if we get there, whoever we're facing, we're certainly going to have to defend better. Otherwise, it could be quite a bad day at the office. I said it before. We can score. We just can't defend. Golovin. Sisto. Golovin. Good play. Can't squeeze through, though, and Gollum comes across to intercept. Well, Neuer, though, what are you doing, Manuel? Oh, Golovin wins it back, and he couldn't actually get to the return ball, and neither could Belotti, who steals this one back. Belotti across the face of goal to Golovin. Flicks it across. It's got to be Sisto. It's 4-2. Bayern crumbled in the last few minutes here, and we took full advantage of it. Not sure what happened to Manuel Neuer there for a moment, because it looked like he got caught in two minds, and then Belotti wins it back off Gollum. Squares it across. Golovin keeps calm and patient. Lays it to Sisto. And Pion hits another one for Celta Vigo. Neuer scrambling across. Couldn't make it. And in the end, we've actually got a 4-2 win here by the looks of things. 6-3 on aggregate. There's been 9 goals in this semi-final. scenes. So next up, it's going to be the Champions League final. Can't remember who we're going to be possibly facing, so I guess we'll find out. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, was it Monaco and Atletico Madrid in the other semi-finals? In which case, if it's Atletico, please be Monaco. I don't want to face Atletico for a Champions League final because, you know, history, the way we've been playing, I thought we were through there, suggests that it might be quite a tough game, that, and I just don't want to face another club from Spain for the Champions League final. I feel like we'll lose it. Martins, what a tackle. Hugo Mayo, great play. Should take us over the line now. That is it. The referee's brought it to a close. We're going to a Champions League final. We've had salt in today's episode. I've been one of the most salty players of FIFA you've probably ever seen in your life. The rage has been real, but you can see what it means. Obviously, to get there is one thing. Now we're going to have to go on and try and win the thing. And as I said, you know, overall, the 2 legs, we should have had it done in the first leg. But we had to come here, and we had to prove a point. And this time, our finishing was a lot better. So I can only say well done to the boys for that. Belotti with a man-of-the-match performance. Now the question remains, who will we face in that Champions League final? Atletico with a 2-1 lead. I don't know if that's the 2 legs result, though. So it could be Atletico Madrid we're facing. All right, so we've got games against Betis and Granada still to play in league. But because we're title winners already, I'm gonna be playing one of these 2. I might play both of them actually as like a warm-up game for the Champions League final. So we're gonna see who we have actually got in that Champions League final because the game should have played out between Monaco and Atletico Madrid. I know Madrid have got a Copa de España to look forward to, so that hopefully might work out in our favour if it is them, because they'll play that and then they'll have to play us afterwards. So there's every chance that that might work out in our favour. I know in the league they haven't really done great either. I think they're 5th place at the moment. For the Champions League, though, it is going to be Celta Vigo versus Atletico Madrid. It will be an all-Spanish final. That makes it very interesting indeed, because as you know, historically in this series against Atletico Madrid, I'd say they've been probably the closest rivals to us. We've had some tough games against Real and Barca, but ultimately I think Atletico have been one of our tougher opponents, along with Sevilla as well. So that one might be very, very interesting indeed. So that will be next episode for you all to enjoy in the Europa League. It's another Spanish team in there as well, so a great year all round in Europe for Spain, as they find is that Sevilla in the final against Roma. So hopefully they can bring it home. But there you go, boys. So that'll end off today's episode. If you did enjoy it, a like would be greatly appreciated. As always, thank you so much for all of your support on the channel. As I mentioned, apologies for the rage in today's video, but it kind of got to me as well. I was just getting a little bit frustrated with the way things were going, especially when you have that many chances against Manuel Neuer and just don't take them. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we'll keep calm. We've got 2 games to come in the league, which I will play as a warm-up for that Champions League final. And then it's the big one. Atletico Madrid facing Celta Vigo for the Champions League trophy. It's our first time in the final in the series. Leave your score predictions down below, guys. I'm intrigued to see what you guys think is going to happen in that final. Maybe even tell me who you think should start in that final, because we've got so many attacking threats. Rashford, Belotti, Sisto, Maxi Gomez is back, Regis Crespi, Fekir, Pereira, all these guys that can come into the team, but undoubtedly someone is going to have to miss out. So who will that be? I will see you all again for another episode in the series very soon. Note as well, guys, the player career story returns tomorrow. So for anybody who's wondering where that is, it'll be back out tomorrow again at 4 PM. So thank you so much for watching. Catch you all again soon. Adios.